welcome to another video. You might not be able to see me properly because I'm just going around my truck, setting up my two slug for the next pickup, because I just brought in 120, 140, but picking up another 240. Yes, I'm here. Another video. Alright everybody, another day, another video. So I decided to talk about these transmission systems in heavy trucks that we drive today. It's a pretty gloomy and overcast day, but still the sunlight is pretty harsh and my eyes cannot seriously take it, so I need to just sort of use my sunnies here and there, but I decided to just somehow avoid using them for now, just to make some bit of eye contact. I'm using two cameras at the time, so let's dive right into it. Look, as a local driver, but depends what I'm trying to explain in this video, I'm just explaining my personal preferences, and this can vary from person to person, as we all have different desires. So this is just my type. So as a local driver, like as I've explained in previous videos, I've done a bit of interstate work just occasionally here and there for a few weeks. But eventually I decided to just jump on local work, as I found my beloved company, which is the one I'm working for at the moment, and I don't want to leave this company because the working conditions is kind of what I want, and that's it. So as a local driver, I just want a bit of comfortability. I just want to make sure when I go home after like 10 or 12 hours of work, because normally we do up to 12 hours of work, which is the legal limit for a solo driver. If the company that you will be employed needs you to do over 12 hours, then you're gonna have to apply for a truck driver accreditation, which is called BFM, Basic Fatigue Management, and that one will allow you to work up to 14 hours. Yeah, as a solo driver, this is our hours. I just want to make sure I'm not that knackered by the end of my shift, and that's not going to happen if you are driving one of those like big Kenworth T909 trucks, which has got the big bonnet and then double clutch. I mean, I've driven a T909, but only for the day, for one day. They're not that bad, they're comfortable, but when it comes to like urban traffic jams, it's gonna kill you having to keep on, changing gears, and the fact that you need to apply two clutches at a time every time you want to shift a gear, that's gonna make you utterly exhausted by the end of your shift. So that's what I want to avoid. This company, I started off with driving a Mercedes truck, and then I shifted to Volvo trucks. I driven a FH600 brand new, then I went on leave, came back, they gave me the 540 globe rotor that you've seen in previous videos, but just about a week ago my aircon was busted and it's still pending repairs. That's why I'm driving another FH600 at the moment, which is not my regular truck. That's why I'm not feeling that comfortable. So in this truck I will be filming the gear shifter later on in this video. I've got the actual gear shifter lever, but in the other one, in my regular truck, I don't have anything like that. I just got a couple of buttons on the front dash, and I was having a bit of a problem just trying to get to another truck and somehow tried to drive it in the first day. When I jumped in, and I was like, how am I gonna shift the gear? Where's the gear shifter? And then it took me like 5 minutes to just look around and find the buttons on the dash. And yeah, so I never driven a truck like this. Normally I saw that kind of like transmission gear shifters in the urban buses. They got just the buttons D, N, R and things like that. Never seen them in a truck. But yeah, that 540 of mine, it's a like a limited edition. It's got a lot of features, top of the range, amazing truck. And but yeah, that's how you shift the gears in that truck. Another feature I love about that truck is that the steering wheel is kind of like electronic steering wheel or something. It's different than hydraulic. So this one has got like a hydraulic steering wheel. Compared to that one, it's like this one is really rough, and I cannot afford to do the reversing in the wharf. And you might have noticed based on my previous videos that the truck I'm driving, we've got like 3 pivotal points. One in the turntable, being the turntable in the back of the prime mover, then the ring fitter back of the A trailer, then the dolly and B trailer. So we've got 3 turning points, which makes it super difficult to do the reversing. Although we've got that dolly lock mechanism that locks in the dolly and gets rid of one of the turning points, but still it's pretty, I found it pretty hard with this truck. So I'm just hoping to jump back in my own truck pretty soon, and you know, start to enjoy my truck again. So I'm on my way back to one of the terminals. I've got empties to drop off, another run of full imports to pick up. So I finished the video here, and I'll resume when I get to the terminal. Well, finally we are arriving at the terminal, VicT terminal, or Victorian International Terminal. I had a pretty smooth drive through the main freeway from southeastern suburbs where I picked up the empties. We had a couple of weeks of horrible road work on that freeway, which was taking us like nearly 2 hours to go to come back, but this time around it's only 45 minutes. Here I am at the terminal, entering through the first gate. Yeah, this is where the whole truck and trailer, the whole rig is getting scanned. And then on the right, we've got the holding area where drivers taking a break, going to the toilets, and you know, having a bit of break, and then they can proceed to that gate there on the left where they scan their MC card and enter the terminal's operational yard. So I'm gonna take a break here. During my break, I'm gonna film the transmission system. Here's the gear shifter on this truck. You got the gear shifter lever mounted to the side of the driver's seat, and then this armrest will go down as well. And then here's the dash. Yeah, I've got all my gadgets there set up. With the other, my regular truck, the buttons to change the gears are there on the dashboard. So I'm gonna film that one later and put it in the video in edit section. So here's the gear shifter. If you are in park mode, you parked up your truck and you want to get across and you want more room and you don't want this to be on your way, you just press the yellow button and push it down. That's how you fold it down, and then same thing to bring it up. And this one underneath is kind of like the clutch mechanism when you want to change gears. So here you've got the reverse, neutral, auto and manual. You can also put it in manual and use these side buttons to change the gears manually. And if you are on a uphill, pretty heavily loaded, and you want to use power mode, you can press this one, power. P stands for power and E stands for economy. And that's pretty much it about the gear shifter in this truck. I'm gonna just show you, tour you around my portable office. So this is what it is. Lots of these storage compartments here. I've got my bed, which I hardly get time to even touch it. And then here you've got the company radio system. The top one is the two-way and the bottom one is the UHF system that you use inside the yards. And normally those people interstate, they always leave it on channel 40 so they can communicate with others. Regular truck, 540 globe rotor, parked here. Aircon hasn't been fixed yet. Let's have a look at the gear shifting system here. As you can see here, this is the gear shifting mechanism. Only all those buttons on the dash. A for auto and for neutral, for reverse, and there's no power mode, but instead you got the hold button. So whichever gear you are driving in at the time, you can just press hold and it will hold it in that gear. And this other button on the side with the plus and minus, that's to change gears manually. That's all you get on this beautiful 540 globe rotor. All right, everybody, finally, after a bit of hiccups, I got loaded and heading to yacht, company yacht, so I lift off and call it a day. Yeah, this is a bit of downside with these computer systems. This terminal is fully computerized, and from time to time, all of a sudden, the computer just gets mixed up and cannot figure out how to load the box onto the trailer. This was one of those times, and yeah, finally happened. This can be quite frustrating if happens nearly at the end of your shift, which was the case today. It's about 5 o'clock. I'm about to finish my shift. It's actually 4:15, not 5. And yeah, it can be frustrating from time to time, especially at the end of your shift. But if it's in the morning or something like that, you wouldn't care. You just started work, so you have plenty of time to go, not too exhausted or anything. Yeah, this is the point I was gonna try to make. As a local driver doing some sort of job like container work, terminal work, or side loader work, delivering to customers, this can be a really daunting, you know, having to fight the gear shift, manual, double clutch, and all that kind of stuff. Speaking of my own experience, this is what I prefer. I prefer to drive a quite comfortable European fully automatic truck, so I can at least get away with less you know, trouble at the end of my shift. But if I'm gonna have to like fight the gear shifter manual with all the local traffic in suburban freeways, nah, this is not something I would want to deal with. And this can be different from person to person. As I said, some people might, I'm just going through this exit gate with it's a bit tight, so I'm gonna have to hang out of the window and just watch it physically. Otherwise I might have to bump either side of my actually scrub either side of my truck or trailers, which is not something I want to deal with, or at least the company doesn't want to deal with it. There you go, exit gate. Just swiping my MC car for the last time in today's shift, and that's it, done. Okay, driving out of the terminal. Yeah, my driver side window is malfunctioning as well. Sometimes I have to press it a few times to close up completely. Yeah, another thing is working in this spare truck, I can't even buy a slab of water so I can drink, so that's why I'm a bit dehydrated at the moment. They keep on promising your truck will be fixed tomorrow, the day after, whatever. After nearly 2 weeks, still nothing's happening. Yeah, this is all about you know, different transmission systems in trucks in Australia, and I already filmed inside this truck. I'm gonna film inside my regular truck, which is the 540 Globe Rotor as well, and I'll try to find the footage of a double clutch truck or just a normal manual truck, which I will include in the post-processing of this video, and you will see it in the final version. And yeah, everyone, thank you for watching again. Please, as always, I would like to urge you to subscribe to this channel. If you're watching this video, if you like this type of content, I would like you to subscribe to my channel and leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think about my videos. Any suggestions or any ideas will be much appreciated, because that's gonna help me improve my videos and somehow grow this channel in future. So thank you for watching again, and see you in the next videos. Peace.